President Truman addressed the joint session of Congress on March 17, 1948. His goal was to underscore the threats that the Soviet Union presented to the United States and other countries of the West. He called for swift congressional action to pass legislation to help.
Most of the countries of the world have joined together in the United Nations in an attempt to build world order based on law and not on force. Most of the members support the United Nations
program are meeting again to establish joint organization
stronger and more effective. One nation, however, Europe, to protect themselves will be matched by an equal determination on our part to help them to protect themselves. Proposals for action in a little over 2 years. But that is not all. Since the close of hostilities, the Soviet Union and its agents have destroyed the independence and democratic character of a whole series of nations in Eastern and Central Europe. It is this ruthless course of action and the clear design to extend it to the remaining free nations of Europe that have brought about the critical situation in Europe today. I regard it as my duty, therefore, to recommend to the Congress those measures which, in my judgment, are best calculated to give support to the free and democratic nations of Europe and to improve the solid foundation of our own national strength. First, I recommend that the Congress speedily complete its action on the European Recovery Program. That program is the foundation of our policy of assistance to the free nations of Europe. Prompt passage of that program is the most telling contribution we can now make toward peace. Second, I recommend prompt enactment of universal training legislation. Until the free nations of Europe have regained their strength, and so long as communism threatens the very existence of democracy, the United States must remain strong enough to support those countries of Europe which are threatened with communist control and police state rule. Third, I recommend the temporary reenactment of selective service legislation in order to maintain our armed forces at their strength authorized. The recommendations I have made represent the most urgent steps towards securing the peace and preventing war.